Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all good. So this is prep series number 3 vlog. I've been kind of vlogging every 2 weeks or so because everything's been goddamn busy. I'm also going to have some coaches vlogs coming after this weekend because, well, once you've watched this, I would have had 2 ladies step on stage, which are happening Saturday and Sunday. It's currently Thursday, but they'll be stepping on stage this weekend, or they would have already stepped on stage. So I'm going to be vlogging those show days for them. They'll be up on the channel this week and next week probably, which will be exciting. But today I'm going to be taking you through a deadlift day because I haven't recorded a deadlift day yet. I'm currently now on singles in the gym, so 3 sets of 1 rep per set. 1 rep per set, depends on how many sets there are. I'm making it so confusing, but I'm now up to singles. Once I've done the deadlift day, I'll come back, I'll have a bit of a chat with you guys about how it kind of works. How comes I'm now on sets of singles? What's the deal? Where's my weight set at? What am I doing right now to make weight? Like all the fun shit, boring shit. But yeah, let's get to the gym. I'm just gonna cut to the chase and get to the gym. So let's go to the gym. Where do I start? I am absolutely exhausted. So you would have just seen my deadlift session. Well, most of I didn't record the last couple of exercises because by the time I got there I just felt like a ton of bricks had hit me on the head. But that was deadlifts. I had 126. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I had 126 for 3 singles today. Then deficit deadlifts at 105 for singles. Then you saw pendlay row, shrugs, and then I had hamstring curl and rear delt flies, but I didn't record those. By the time I got round to those, I was just absolutely exhausted, so I didn't even bother putting the camera on. So I was going to chat a little bit about how the whole prep works and how I'm at singles now. So when you go for a whole prep, you have to like reverse engineer it back. So Nick, my boyfriend and my wonderful coach, has pretty much kind of decided what weights I'll be going for on the day based on how the pre-prep has gone, the first half of prep has gone, and then he reverses back percentages. So a certain percentage of the weight he wants me to lift, I had to lift this week for singles and then the same next week, the week after. But you start prep on higher volumes, so sets of anywhere between 5 and 8, and the reps come down as the weight goes up, and then these last few weeks of training we do singles, and then 2 weeks before we do our openers on the day. So on the day we obviously have to do 3 lifts on each, and you decide your openers kind of like beforehand, and then you decide second and third attempts more so on the day. But yeah, that's how that works. That's why I'm now at singles, but everything just feels shitty and awful. As I've mentioned in the previous vlogs, I've been dieting down to hit the 60 kilo class. Since we last spoke, I have not lost any weight, but I have obviously dropped calories, increased steps, done, you know, the necessities to try to bring the scale weight down, and it just hasn't worked yet. And the annoying thing is that I feel leaner, I feel less watery, I feel smaller, I feel like I've lost body fat. So you know, if I was doing a fat loss phase, you'd be like, well, it doesn't matter about scale weight because you know, you have got smaller, like literally. But unfortunately this is a weighted sport. It does matter about scale weight. I would rather lose the scale weight and not lose any body fat. Like, I don't want to be getting smaller, I don't want to be skinnier, I don't want to be leaner, I don't want to be weaker, I don't want to be any of those things. So I don't know if I wrongfully thought that I'd be able to get under 60 easily. I weigh anywhere between 61 and 62 on any given day, and it usually sits around 61.5. The annoying thing is that obviously calories have come down a decent amount, steps and cardio have been increased a decent amount, and I should have seen that like 1.5 kilos come off by now, but it hasn't. And the annoying thing is not only that, but I'm feeling the effects of being in a deficit. Like, I'm feeling a lot weaker, training feels a lot harder, I feel more emotional, I feel more tired, I feel exhausted. Like, Sunday was Mother's Day and I got home from spending it with my mum and Nick's mum, and it was like 2 p.m. and I just couldn't keep my eyes open. I was like, I need to lay down. I ended up sleeping for like 3 hours, which is so unlike me. I'm not a napper, I'm not a sleep in the middle of the day kind of girl. But yeah, and it's just exhausting, and I am worried. I'm starting to be worried, although everybody's telling me not to be worried. I'm starting to be worried because I'm now worrying I'm not gonna make weight. Like, if I've made these changes now that would normally see me go below 60 kilos and like it hasn't, then I'm like nervous it's not gonna happen, and I'm nervous that I'm gonna try really hard and it not happen. And then what was the point in that when I could have just entered a heavier weight class? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point in trying to force something and then it doesn't happen, and then you end up in the heavier weight class anyway, but your training and your energy levels have been affected the whole time you tried? You might as well have not bothered, right? So like, that worries me. It worries me that I could get into the weight class, I could drop into the weight class, but then my strength would go. I'm already feeling weaker, I'm already feeling smaller, I'm already feeling like strength is dropping. So if I push harder to lose more scale weight, am I just gonna feel worse? Am I then just like not gonna lift what I wanna lift on the day? Am I gonna start failing lifts in training? Like, what's gonna happen, you know? And that's obviously not what I'm doing it for. Like, I'm obviously not an out and out powerlifter. I very much look like a bikini girl that's stepping on a platform, and I'm very much aware of that. And I'm not, you know, I don't know if I've even mentioned this, obviously I want to qualify for the Brits and I want to qualify for the Euros, and I want to do both of them, but I'm not going to win them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a powerlifter, like out and out. Like, I'm not a strength athlete through and through at all. Like, I'm way more suited genetically to bikini. So like, I'm not going to like win, you know, like the Brits, because I won't win the Brits. There's some absolute powerhouses in female powerlifting, and I am not genetically superior enough or strong enough in general for that. So I'm stepping on the platform because I want to see what I can do. I want to see where my strength is at. I want to, you know, see what I can do, and I want to surprise myself, and I don't want to feel weaker. So I'm gonna have to see. I'll have to take the next week as it comes, and just hope for the best. I'm just gonna have to persevere. I'm gonna have to be patient. I'm gonna have to hope that actually maybe there's another reason why I'm not feeling super strong. I don't think it's hormonal, like I'm not due on. I don't know. All I can put it down to is a deficit, but hopefully scale weight comes down as it should, and I just have to persevere, and hopefully how I'm feeling strength wise will just sort itself out. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this video here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.